New season. Still no hamburger shirt. Same intro though, right? Oh. Well, if you're familiar with Twitter, the Bundesliga have copyright striked us for using their footage. So, no intro at the moment. Okay, episode 9, a new season, and as you can probably tell, a lot of new faces. We're going to do a review of the transfer window, the players that we've brought in, the players that we've got rid of, and play our first cup game. Our schedule is absolutely brutal. So, Wiedenbroek away is our first round DFB-Pokal Cup game, and then we have Leipzig away, which will be incredibly hard, and Bayern at home, which will be incredibly hard. So hopefully have a good season. Let's have a look at how the squad's looking. Okay, so we've brought in Farinez. We've brought in, finally got Armel. I'm not going to tell you how much we paid for him. 5 million. Onana actually was coming in on a free and he looks brilliant. So we've had a touch there. Louis Sibley we brought in, nice and cheap. 6 million. And I know Adrian's going to love this. We've got Ryan Brewster in on a loan. I'd love to sign him. I think he's going to bang goals for us. Then who we have coming in on the bench, a load of lads that we signed last season that were on frees are very cheap, and that's about it. Just move him to the under 19s. So transfers, we have sold a lot of players. So most of them out on loan, but we sold Uwerton. He's getting on, so I got rid of him. All these players have gone out on loan again, so we've reduced our... This guy went to RB Leipzig somehow. I don't know how, but there you go. Awful goalkeeper. He's on 40k a week, so we didn't want him anywhere near our club. Anyway, they're all the lads that we've brought in. I think we've got a good enough squad to finish around mid-table. Today will be a fairly decent test. And... excuse me, frog in my throat. The main one I'm looking forward to is Arezzo. I've heard very good things. I've never used him on Football Manager 20, so I'm hoping for big things. I'm not going to sign another. I'm not going to sign another striker because we're getting him in January anyway. So we'll just have to make do until then. We can make it work. Apart from that, like I said, so we'll play. Might do a double episode upload, we'll see. So this one game today, and then we'll play RB and Bayern. That'll be the 2 next games that we do. Hoping for a win. It's going to tell me we've not got enough subs. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, happy days. See you in the action. Okay, so they are playing a 4-1-4-1. They've got some regens in there already. I don't know if that's because... Oh yeah, by the way, I'm wearing a Tanzania top. I don't know if that's because they've started so low down that they've had to do that. I don't know, but... I'll just show you while we're here, sorry. I meant to do that before. I'll just do it mid-match. How we're looking financially. Is it going to let me? Maybe it won't let me. That's fine. Let's just say financially we're doing very well. We've got a lot of money in the bank to spend if we need to, which like I said, I'm going to save for January. And we're definitely we're allowed to make a loss of 4 million to stay within the guidelines for FFP, and we're way within that, so not worried about that whatsoever. Obviously, last season, if you're watching this series for the first time, last season we finished second in the Bundesliga SV behind Hanover. And I need to check actually, but Stuttgart missed out on the playoff, which was pleasing to see because they gave me a headache last season. And I wasn't sure how Heidenheim got on in their playoff. I'll have to check that. So far, no goals. Obviously, we have to have English players playing in the team at all time. Now we've got 3 players in there. So we've got Sibley, Javier and Brewster. And hopefully that means I don't have to worry at any point. And hopefully Brewster can be a little bit better than Andre Gray last season, who was a massive flop. I think he only scored, he was on 28 grand a week and he only scored 2 goals for us in the whole time. So I find it strange that the cup starts before the season, but it does give you a chance to kind of have a look at the squad and what you need to change. I did think about starting a weakened 11, but then decided against it. Get the cross in and score. Yeah, I did think about rotating, but then I've reduced my squad size anyway, so hopefully everybody will get more of a game. We won't have people moaning like last season. And the beauty of it is the lads that we've sent out on loan, some of them still do have quite high potential. We'll get them back eventually. So I tried to sign, I tried to sign a few other players, but it just wasn't happening. Can we nick that? Nice. There's a few players that are kind of set up. Go on, just pace him. Burn. Yes. Few people that have recommended him to me privately will be absolutely loving this. It's a fairly realistic transfer as well, following the steps of Sancho particularly. And obviously Marcus Edwards has just scored the other day out in Portugal. Beat him at the near post. Another assist for Aaron Hunt. He has been unbelievable. It's just trying to pick and choose a time where we kind of put him onto the bench or whatever. But we've hit the crossbar. I think we'll just, ease him out of the starting 11. If I can find somebody that can match his assists, I'll do it now. A younger player. It's got his vision, etc. But it's hard to find. 11 shots, 5 on target, 1 goal. Unfortunately, that means that they're definitely still in this game, and they've got a highlight here. They're building well. We've nicked it. There we go. Can we send one of our wingers on a counter-attack, perhaps? Hunt. Out wide. Still managed to keep hold of it. Hunt again. Ball into the box. Jatta. Goal. There we go. That link up again. We saw it a couple of times last season. Hunt's so important to this team. Just peels, what a volley that is. Just peeled off his man. Volley back across goal. 2-0. Around about half time, I will make some changes. I'm very pleased with your performance. Okay, well, we'll take. Excuse me. Baby got the Rona. We will take Young off and bring on Jonas David or David because he is one that we definitely see as an important part of the future. The only thing I have a problem with is A, his heading, and B, the fact that if I have a 20-year-old, when it comes out of it, and an 18-year-old next to each other, I just think that could potentially end badly. I might be wrong. We'll bring on, yeah, we'll give, no, we'll bring him on. I wanted to see him play. And then my last change will probably, I want to bring on Lihaji. We'll get a chance. Okay, let's see if we can still create. So we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we would have had five players that started our first game of the season last season still playing. So I've tried to keep a core of the actual team that plays for them in real life, but they definitely needed some replacements. Over the bar. And obviously the bench is made up of players that played for the team last season. So did I say 5? Well, Jonas David didn't start, but you know what I mean. About half an hour left. Let's get Lihaji on. And take Brewster off. Can he play up there? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, we scored again. Just in time to take him off. What happened there? So, Leopold, long throw in. We attack it, fumbles it, Brewster scores. I think he could be an unbelievable signing. I mean, we'd probably look to try and sign him for real at the end of the season, but it's going to be so expensive. It's going to cost 20 million easily. Oh, who's going to take the penalty? Nice. He does seem interested in this player. He's got a good delivery, so can he score left-footed on his debut? He does. That's a really solid penalty, that. I mean, the goalkeeper's not even moved, but from what it looks like, he just slotted it. Comes up, gives the keeper the eyes. Slots it. Oh, that's a horrendous bit of goalkeeping. But hey, there you go. That's like I was saying, I do like the fact that you start the season with a cup game. Well, especially if you start against a team that's a lower opposition, because you can give them a bit of a spanking, give yourself a morale boost, have a look at some players. Don't think we'll have to change a lot. I will remember to look at the finances. Two minutes left. Okay. Pretty routine victory there. Played very well. They didn't have a single shot or a single shot on target. Very pleased with performances. Well done, lads. Nice big thumbs up. Oh, we'll do the draw as well. I did just want to show you the finances. So we've got that wage budget down about 100 and something K, which is mad. FFP would definitely, so we're allowed to lose 4.3 million and we're currently up 44 million, so we could spend all of that budget and not need to worry about it. Apart from that, we're okay. We've only got 19 in the thing, so I'll have to boost that in the winter. It's because I normally do the tournaments at the start, and for some reason we had all these booked in, I couldn't cancel them. So 8 days till we play RB Leipzig. So Heidenheim lost their playoff to Werder Bremen, and I'm pretty sure, I hope I don't get this wrong, I'm pretty sure that's the exact playoff that's been played at the moment. I think they played the other night and drew 0-0 with Werder Bremen getting a man sent off. So, Football Manager, pretty realistic. Okay, draw time. Loads of big teams still in this. I'm hoping to avoid all of them. First out the hat, big game, Hertha Berlin away. There we go. So I'll be back very soon. This will probably be a double upload episode. That's not all the way until down there, so I can play through a little bit off cam. So we'll play these two games. And then we'll be back for likely, well, we'll see who the highest placed team is out of them. So we'll be back in the next episode for these two. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Got some good views on the last couple of videos. And see you soon. Thanks, like and subscribe. Share it as far as you can. Love it. Nice one.